Alrighty guys, here we go. A 1v1 here. It will be in the Acer Teamstory Cup between Team Mousesports and Team Liquid. Spawning in the bottom right side as the red Zerg, it is representing Team Mouse, it is Hope. And in the bottom left hand corner, representing the Team Liquid as the blue Protoss, it is Liquid's Hero. Now this is sure to be a great game here. Hope taking a few of the Zotac Cups, which I did have the privilege of watching. Excuse me. But he's definitely up against a tough opponent here. Hero is definitely not someone you want to be messing with. He did recently, just today, take the WCS America and will be representing them in Korea. So best of luck to him. But this is the Acer Teamstory Cup, and he is a great guy in this cup here. We saw him in the Quantic versus Liquid team tournament that they had between the two of them in the Acer Teamstory Cup just a little while back, and it was a good one. He did win one of the matches, did fall later, but just a well played game. Alicia just did a great job, or not Alicia, but shoot, not Alicia, but Tasia. Sorry, Tasia. Gotta think of it for a minute. Tasia did a great job there at being able to take down his opponents there. But we will see Hope trying to throw down the expansion here. But look at that delaying, good delay play there by Hero. We do have the pool coming down. I believe it was a 15 pool. I believe it was a 15 pool and then going into a hatch. We do have Nexus first here by Hero. I don't believe that Hope ever scouted with the probe. No, he didn't. So he doesn't know that he's going Nexus first right now. So he did go Forge Expand here, with the Forge going obviously after the Nexus here. But it's going to really prove to be difficult. He has to seriously quickly find out about this expansion here. If he doesn't find out about it, he does see that the gateway is very late, so obviously that's going to tell him something. He knows now that the Nexus is down, so he will have to quickly go and throw down a third right now if he wants to stay on top. I believe that's probably what his plan's going to be. He's probably, going to go for this location here, which sometimes people go for this to be the third. I like Hope's doing right now. I prefer to do that as the fourth base because it's a lot harder to defend this base because it is such a close location between opponents. It is easier to take this one as the third and be able to control this top section here of the map. So we do have a good amount of drones coming down here for Hope, and he had a queen, alright? Yeah, the queen's down here now. The queen did inject up here, but moved down there. But it's interesting to see what he's going to be able to do here. Personally, as a Zerg player, I used to have a lot of trouble with the Nexus expand first against a Protoss because I couldn't ever seem to be able to go for that fast third style. Now I have gotten better at it, and now it's really not too big of a deal, but it was that fast expand style can be a bit difficult to take on because the Protoss is going to be able to have a good economy. And as you know, a Protoss player can play with only one base. So, they're not going to be worried. Two bases is even better for them. Now they're going to be able to go in towards the late game. But we do have a fast Stargate coming out here, looking like it's going to be some Oracle play. Now, if it's an Oracle play and it goes down this bottom route here, which is very common, it will get scouted out by that Overlord. But it may also be Phoenix's. Phoenix Harass there is very common as well. Very frustrating to have to deal with. But I'm interested to see what's going to happen. He looks like he's going to go with some type of timing push here with Zealots and Stalkers. He's going to be able to come in here. I don't think he's going to be able to do a whole lot here, as there is going to be at least two queens. The extra queen can come down. Plenty of drones here if they need to fight. And there are some Zerglings to fight as well. Now, what do we have here coming out? A Phoenix coming out here. It's going to kill off that Overlord as soon as it pops out. But this Stalker coming in here, they're going to be able to do a little bit of harass, not a whole lot. Going to attack that Extractor. They're going to try and kill off a drone or two. Not even going to get a drone. They're going to be walled off, or chased away here. He's going to lose a Sentry, and he's going to lose that Zealot. So, not really an equal trade here. Because if we take a look here, units lost. Yeah, not really an equal trade here. 150 to 325. Now, Protoss units do cost more, but, you know, it is frustrating to be down like that. He is obviously going to start killing off some of these Overlords, which is going to help to try and supply block his opponent here, but it's not going to matter. We have a good number of Zerglings going to be moving across the field here, but really, Hero's in a good spot to be able to defend this position. He's got the cannon, he's got the 2 sentries, he's going to be able to do almost anything. That Phoenix is going to scout out that army is sitting right there, and his main base is pretty undefended. We do have a Void Ray out on the field, though, here, so if he can pump out a good number of Void Rays, we could have a big problem here coming for Hope here. Hope going with the very common Roach style here, but that Phoenix really not going to do a whole lot. Maybe be able to snipe off a few Overlords that are trying to get back to where they need to be, but really not going to be able to do anything now that the Spore Crawlers are going to be in the bases, in the mineral line. The Spore Crawler is going to be able to take out anything that comes in here. So really not a whole lot. We do have the Mothership Core. They're going to be chasing them off, but there's nothing to attack air in this army. So these Void Ray is going to easily be able to kill off anything it wants to. It does a good number of damage against armored units, so it's going to be able to kill off a lot of those. We see the Prismatic Beam, I believe is what it's called, going to take out those roaches. They're going to completely melt roaches like nothing. And we still have 4 sentries hanging out back here at the base, but now they're going to move out with a few Zealots, and we're going to see a push here, a counterattack, which is what it looks like from Hero. We have a 3rd base going down for Hero, so Hero going to go for that economic game here. He's ready to take it to the late game, but I don't think, in my opinion, that he really needs to take it to the late game. What it looks like right now is Hope is just kind of outclassed here. I don't think he's going to be able to keep up with Hero in this game, even though he has a good amount of troops. I don't think that it's really going to matter. He's got plenty of Phoenixes. He can pick up any troops that he wants to, and he's got sentries at home to block off the base, so there's not going to be a run by. He is going to run by here, though, and not even going to probably be able to cancel this Nexus here. It's just going to get chased off here, as sentries do a good amount of damage to Zerglings, who really kind of can be crushed by sentries. So we have the Immortal out because his opponent Hope is going roaches, so a very, very common thing to do there. We do have Hydras out on the field, but Hydra's really not that great when they're in small numbers. Now, he does have a good number of them right here. He has, how many? 12. 12 isn't bad to his opponent's 2 Void Rays, so that's pretty good. That puts about 6 per Void Ray, and one of the Void Rays is pretty hurt right now. But Hero's army is primarily ground units here. We have plenty of cannons going up, so this expansion is going to be able to be defended very well against any type of run-bys. We do have the attack coming right here. Now, I don't know about Hope, but I wouldn't want to take this fight here. He's in a really bad spot. Those Lings going to get caught out of position. They're going to get killed, and more Zealots are warping in. So it's really just not a great spot for Hope here. Hope is really kind of on his last leg almost here. He's kind of trying to take him on, but he can't take on a fight at all. His opponent is just going to be able to beat him on every attack, and he's already got Colossus out on the field. And does he have the Colossus range going? He does, and it's about halfway done here, a little over halfway done. So, gonna be difficult. We're gonna see these Phoenix come in here, probably do a little bit of harassment, try to do some harassment. Probably not a whole lot's gonna go down. We do have the 4th out for Hope, so not a big deal. But this expansion here, it's got plenty of cannons going up. And if he gets these cannons up, this expansion is safe. And it's not a good spot that he wants to try and have a fight at. You're not going to want to fight there at that expansion where there's that many cannons to help defend. And the Photon Overcharge is sent on the Nexus there. not really going to do much though. It was kind of almost a wasted photon overcharge, but it better safe than sorry in that way. He does go for the fourth all the way up here, which does make sense seeing his opponent does have a lot of air units, so he's a very mobile army, so he could easily deny this expansion very often. But it's a decent sized army out here for Hope. Hope is maxed now, so we are going to see the fifth going down here on a very common fifth base location there. But plenty of corruptors out on the field as well. We're going to see the fight happen for Hope here. We'll see if Hope can actually pull it off, though. It is a large number of Colossus. He needs to get in there, but that's a bad spot to be going in at. The Hydras are getting wiped out here. And, ooh, are they going to be able to do it? There's a lot of corruptors here, though. I don't know if that's enough. That's really an equal number of corruptors. These Void Rays, all they have to do is hit the prismatic beams, and they're going to be able to deal with a lot of these corruptors very quickly because corruptors are an armored unit. Now, there is 3 Colossus on the field here, and these Colossus are going to do so much damage to his opponents. We're going to see some Corrupts going down and getting some damage here, but I don't know if it's enough. These Corruptors are pretty quickly going down here. All the Hydras are pretty much dead, and I think this is really the end of it. Hope's kind of evened up the supply, though, pretty quickly, as he does have the economy to do so. He's bringing out all pretty much Hydras here, but I don't know if that's the right choice. He has 2 Colossus on the field, and he can use those Phoenix to pick up the Hydras and keep them from attacking the Colossus. Now, what is this? 5 Zealots warping in here, and here goes Hero. Hero's going on the counterattack here. A bit of Phoenix out of position here, but plenty of Stalkers, and the Colossus is just going to do so much damage to these Hydras. They're going to melt the Hydras here, and with the Void Rays, this Hydra army is not going to be enough here. We're going to see a nice split here, a nice concave attack here coming in, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Hero's in a great defensive spot here. He's able to use those force fields to keep anything from coming in on that one angle there, and really just everything is just melting here for Hope. I think this is the last leg for him. He can't beat off this army here. This just a huge force here, and he's just going to go in. He's got 1 Corruptor on the field here. That Corruptor is easily going to go down, and Hero's just going to march into this natural expansion here. And that's a lot of Overlords, man. That's the Overlord party there. They're going to attack now. They're going, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to win the battle. And unfortunately, they don't attack, which would be kind of cool if they could, like, grab something with those little pinchers or something like that and, like, break a wing off or something like that. But unfortunately, that is not the case. And we do have a cannon here killing off the debris, but it won't matter. It's going to be the end of it right here, guys, as Hope is almost down 100 supply, and everything he builds is just instantly melting here. So we're most like there's the GG and the end of the game. It was a pretty good one. Hope kept in the game, but I feel like he wasn't able to harass Hero enough, or really at all, for that matter. He really couldn't harass Hero at all, and that allowed Hero to really max out an army that he wanted. He was able to take the fights that he wanted. Hope couldn't bring Hero into a fight that he didn't want to be in. Hero was always able to drag Hope into a position, use great force field management, and kill off a lot of army with little resistance or really repercussions to his actions here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this part. Please like the video and comment if you have any questions, if you have any review, anything really. I'm always up to take any type of little criticism or anything like that. I'm just trying to improve to make it better for everyone else. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.